What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Hakkenden Season 2, Episode 12. And man, what an episode this was. So, first we have Sosuke, who is slowly dying because he has lost his bead and he lost his little mark because the bead had chosen his shadow to be his holder. So now that he lost that, he is slowly dying because his shadow is now taking everything away from the Sosuke that we all know. So Shino, he can't stand by and do nothing, so he's gone out in the city to ask around about his shadow, and one woman claims that she actually knows about him, so Shino follows her into an alley. But that's when we learn that this woman is actually a spirit, and Shino knew about that from the beginning, which is why he followed her, because he thought that she was going to help him. But it turns out that wasn't the case. So once this woman shows off her real form, which I think was like some kind of skeleton snake looking creature, we actually see Kino, because he actually gets involved. But that's when the spirit summons all of these, mice and rats, and Shino gets like really scared. And that right there was definitely, a part of like a comedy part of this episode, because that part right there had me laughing a lot. But then Kaede, he actually comes out of nowhere and he like scares off these mice, and Shino takes care of that spirit. So Kaede, he can actually sense where these beads are, so Shino asks for him, to locate it. And later on we actually learn that that bead is in some abandoned church. So Shino, Kino, Shinobu, and I believe that was it. They were all going to the church, to get that bead back. And then Kaede had to go around and tell Genpachi and his brother about where they were going. Well, first he told the brother, and then Genpachi and him headed there. And then Kaede had to deliver one more message, and that was to Rio, and I forgot the other guy's name. But now all of the bead holders were like gathering inside that church, except for Hajime's brother. But because she was like so worried about Shino, he actually goes there on his own accord. But once they get in the church, it's definitely not what it seems, because they do confront Sosuke's shadow, but that nun is she's also there, and we learn that this nun is Princess Tamazusa. And that right there I was like kind of thinking about, because I didn't know if she was like already back or if she was coming back. But this princess, she couldn't be the one that Sosuke's shadow was talking about if she was already there. But then we learned that this princess, or Tamazusa, she actually wanted to bring back Princess Fuse so that she can absorb her into her body. And that right there I found really interesting, because I wonder, why does she want Princess Fuse? Like, what she want to do with that power of hers? So maybe she actually want to bring back her kids to life. But then later on in the episode, like something that I was thinking, kind of like threw off that idea. But I'll get to that in a little bit. So now that the princess is there, she summoned like all these dead spirits back to life, and all these bead holders have to fight them. And I gotta say, like, seeing all the powers together in action, that right there was like pretty awesome to see. But then they had to pull this ultimate field move when they brought out what was his name, Hazuki, and I couldn't believe that they were gonna make him fight Shinobu. Like, that right there was kind of messed up. I would love to see somebody else deal with Shinobu, but not Hazuki. Like, that right there is just so messed up. But of course, the princess, she actually makes her a mark. There are only 7, bead holders there, and they were all thinking that the last one wasn't gonna come. And then he actually arrived, and he literally had the worst timing ever. And they even said that. But like, once he was there, the princess, she had made some kind of seal. And that right there, it kind of like banned them from using their powers, because we saw that princess, that ice princess. I'm guessing that she's the princess. She actually got locked out. We saw, I believe his name was Natsume or Natsune. He actually got kicked out. the demon brothers, they got turned back to the human form. Daikaku couldn't use his eye, and Shinobu lost his wings. So now that they can't use the powers, it does seem hopeless. And even Sosuke Shadow, he actually lost his I believe it was his Yana. I believe that's what it's called. He actually lost that marking. So even that powerful dragon couldn't fight against that seal. And so to me, it kind of goes to show you how strong this princess is, because now she bringing in princess fuse, and she actually was going to have Hazuki kill Shinobu, but Shino got in the way. And I was surprised to see that Sosuke Shadow, would react this way, because yes, he does care about Shino, but the way he was acting reminded me of the Sosuke that we all know. But luckily, from the injury, Shino didn't die, and I believe that he can't die anyway, because with those markings on their body, they can't die no matter what, because those beads won't allow it. But when Shino actually went to confront the princess about this, she had pulled out some water that I believe had the essence of her kid in there, and she forced Shino to drink it, because she said with his will, he is the perfect vessel for her son. And I was thinking that Shino already was kind of her son in a sense, because he could have been her son reborn. So I am wondering how this going to play out. But sadly, next week at the final episode, and even though I'm looking forward to it, I really don't want to see this series coming to an end, because I have been into it since the first season started, and I'm really sad to see it go. But I definitely gotta see what's gonna happen with Shino, because this right here cannot be the end. We cannot lose Shino to her son. Now, either they're gonna fight for control of the body, or maybe they'll even kind of like some sort of agreement, and they can become one entity. I'm definitely curious though, and I know in the preview that I saw Princess Fuse. I'm pretty sure I did. So hopefully Tamazusa can absorb her, because she definitely have to be stopped. But as always, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, please, because it really helps me out. And as always, you guys take it easy, and I will see you all next time.